Assetto Corsa Competizione. Is it good? Yeah. I played this game on a Logitech G29 wheel, and after a few small tweaks in the settings, I'm gonna say it. This is the best feeling racing game on console. For far too long, we've had to put up with arcade races, but this feels as real as it can feel for someone who's never driven a race car. You feel everything, from wheels going through gravel to having gravel on your tyres while driving on tarmac. You feel everything in this game, including crashes, and big crashes can lead to you needing to hold your wheel at a 90-degree angle just to keep the car straight. Now onto the game itself. You've got Championship and Career, which are offline against bots. I didn't play much of these, but the time I did spend, I can tell you that the bots are very good on high difficulty. Put me on a desert island with this game and nothing else, and I would never beat them. The bots are that good. Now when I think about multiplayer racing, I think rammers, crashers and cheaters. And I'm not going to say that these guys don't exist in this game, however there's measures which keep them away from you. You see, on your profile you're assigned different ratings, such as safety rating. The safer you are, the higher your safety rating will go. Admittedly, getting your safety rating can take a very long time, but it is worth it once you do, as there are certain servers that require high safety rating, meaning anyone who's a frequent crasher will not be allowed to join. There's also a track competence rating, which is how well you know the track. You'll get 3 medals for each track, depending on how consistent you are over 4 clean laps. This can also be a bar of entry into some servers, which removes any players who may have a good safety rating but not yet know the track. The last thing you want is Lil Jimmy plowing into you at the first turn of the Monza saying, I could have sworn this was a flat out right. You can't create your own server, which can limit your track options, as the game is not very well populated on the PlayStation 5, but if you have enough friends, you could create your own private lobby. There's also a competition server that has a race every hour. This will consist of practice, qualifying and racing over a 1-hour period. This requires a very high safety rating. I only did it once. I joined the lobby and everyone had an esports racing title in their name, and let's just say they all pulled away from me and I didn't see them again until they lapped me. I'll mention DLC. I purchased some, there's quite a bit, but if you're like me and you're only going to play online, it's pretty pointless because anytime I see a DLC server, it's always empty, and if I join it, it's always just me or maybe one other person. The graphics are fine, but the frame rate can take a hit, especially at certain places on different tracks. And also, whenever someone leaves or joins a server, you get a big half-a-second freeze. The wheel will go limp, which can be quite disconcerting when you're racing close to somebody else. You're like, whoa, I hope I don't crash. The audio in this game is amazing, top notch. When you're giving it everything you got and going at the top speed that you can hear the car shaking and squeaking and squealing, just like a real onboard racing car, and it sounds so good. Unfortunately, I have to address bugs and glitches. At the moment on version 1.810.4, the game is very stable. But it wasn't long ago, when 1.8 came out, that I couldn't even load into a single race without the game crashing. So if you're watching this in the future, maybe Google to see if the game is still stable. But like I said, 1.810.4 is very good. That was Assetto Corsa Competizione, and I give it a 9 out of 10.